It started when Nick was happy with his life as an adventurer, then something came up where he was banished from his party and his beloved girlfriend left him. It made Nick depressed and has nothing to live for. At night while Nick was thinking in the rain, a girl named Agate, an idol, gave him a ticket to their concert. At the concert Nick became happy and gave him a new life to fight for. He realized that he needs money to support his otaku life. He went back to the Adventurers Guild to make new friends and make money, but there is a problem where he can't interact with other people well. He failed to form a party and got depressed again. He then went to a pub to drink and think of his problems. Then 3 adventurers seated next to him and shouted the same thing about trusting people that shocked them. Then a story came where Tiana, a mage, was praised by the teachers from a magic academy. She then went to a shop where she will meet her fiancé, but her fiancé dumped her because of her skills that surpassed him. She felt betrayed and moved to a different town where she will start a new life. Then Nick asked the cleric and started his tragic story. His story started where a girl came to him and called him Zem. The girl gave him herbs and he paid for her work. But at night the girl came to him again and delivered new herbs, and as usual he paid for it. The girl then said that she wanted to date Zem, but Zem declined because he only focuses on being a cleric. It made the girl angry at him and ran out. The next day a city guard came to him and the little girl was hurt and sexually harassed. The little girl told that Zem did it, that made him shocked. The guards then captured Zem and locked him up in a cell. After 3 months he was banished from his country that made him start a new life as an adventurer. Then Nick asked the other one, who is named Curran, and told them that an important thing was stolen from her by an important person. But then they got drunk and didn't understand each other. Nick woke up in a room where the 4 of them are resting. Tiana said that it was her room that made the other 3 walk out. But then Nick realized that they are similar on not trusting anyone and needs money to survive. So Nick suggested that the 4 of them should party and make money for their living expenses. The next day they went to the Adventurers Guild to register and got shocked that Curran was famous at the guild, and decided that their party name will be Survivors. Back at Tiana's room they made rules and what their plan and tactics will be. The next day they went to a dungeon where slimes are the only monsters. They took the slimes' core to sell them and earn money. While walking in the dungeon Tiana accidentally fired ice magic at Curran. It made her angry and lose trust to Tiana. They continued to stroll the dungeon and encountered the slime boss. Tiana then charges and used ice magic to defeat the slime boss, but it exploded and dirtied their clothes, so they went to a river to clean up the slime's goo. After cleaning they talk about their weaknesses to earn their trust. Tiana then went to Curran to apologize about what happened earlier. Curran was shocked and accepted Tiana's apology. They continued their hunt to a forest and encountered a group of goblins and defeated them. Zem was shocked that Nick was also strong by himself. It made them asked about Nick's true strength. Then Tiana used detect magic to see the surrounding for enemies. Tiana saw one of the enemies has a high magic power and they come to a conclusion that it is an ogre. They continued and planned a strategy to defeat the ogre. Because it was worth money they walked to the direction where the high magic power is and saw a group of goblins and an ogre boss. They started to attack where Curran will charge the boss and Tiana will be assisting Curran with her magic. Curran trusted Tiana and charges to the ogre and defeated it with 1 hit. After the fight they collected the loots from the monsters they defeated. Curran remembered her tragic past from her pendant. Then Nick accidentally bumps Curran that made the pendant break. In Curran's past she was helped by a warrior that made her happy and that guy become Curran's important person where she shared all her secrets. But one day they went to hunt a dungeon where Curran was praised for her strength. And her members went to a boss room where Curran was the only one who fought with the enemy and got paralyzed until she lost consciousness. When Curran woke up she realized that she was backstabbed by her teammates and stole things from her. She was depressed and then went to the town and saw a man happily eating. She followed the man and ate the same food that he orders. Curran got inspired by how the man lives his life with food. That made her find a new goal in life. At the city, Nick was finding a necklace that he will give to Curran as an apology. Then Agate came. They went to a park and talk about Nick's problem. Agate told Nick that he is selfish and doesn't think of Curran's feelings. It made Nick think and look for Curran. Nick saw Curran happily eating some street food. They went to a park and talked about what happened, and Nick understands what Curran's past and personality is. After the day, Nick went to the pub to have some drink. Then one by one his party members came and everyone in the pub acknowledges their party. They continued to drink and happily party all night.